Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today in the session 9, we are going to learn about subject-verb agreement and parallel structure. Let's start with subject-verb agreement. Being able to find the right subject and verb will help you correct errors of subject-verb agreement. The basic rule of subject-verb agreement: a singular subject, for example, she, Bill, or car, takes a singular verb. For example, is, goes, or shines. Whereas a plural subject, such as they, we, students, takes a plural verb, are, go, do. Okay, so for example, she is happy. They are happy. Bill goes to school every day. We go to school every day. The sun shines. Yeah. The students do their homework. Yeah. So those are the basic rule of subject-verb agreement. Okay, one more example here. The list of item is on the desk. Yeah. Jadi, so in here, the list is only one list. Yeah. Although you see items plural, but the subject in this sentence list. Yeah. If you know that list is the subject, then you will choose is for the verb. So rule number 1, a subject will come before a phrase beginning with of. The first example is incorrect. A bouquet of yellow roses lend color and fragrance to the room. Yeah, a bouquet of. So it means about the bouquet, not about the roses. Yeah. So the correct sentence will be a bouquet of yellow roses lends color and fragrance to the room. Yeah, verb with s. A bouquet lends, not a roses land, but a bouquet. So the subject is the bouquet, not the roses. Okay, rule number 2. As a general rule, use a plural verb with 2 or more subjects when they are connected by and. Yeah, so if you see the conjunction and, so it must be plural. A car and a bike are my means of transportation. Rule number 3. 2 singular subjects connected by or, either or neither nor require a singular verb. For examples, my aunt or my uncle is picking me up today. Yeah? My aunt singular, my uncle singular. So we use the verb is picking me up. Either Kiana or Cassie is helping today with stage decoration. Kiana singular, Cassie singular, so we use is helping. Neither Suho nor Chanyeol is available. Suho singular, Chanyeol singular, so we use the verb is. Rule number 4. The verb in an or, either or, neither nor sentence agrees with the noun or pronoun closest to it. Nah, if one noun is singular and the other noun is plural, yeah, or vice versa, one noun is plural, the other one is singular, the verb will be agree with the noun or pronoun closest to it, mengikuti dengan noun yang terdekat dengan verbnya. For example, neither the plates nor the serving bowl goes on that shelf. Why we use goes? Kenapa pakai goes? Karena noun terdekatnya adalah bowl. Bowlnya ini singular. But if we exchange the position of the noun, tapi kalau kita rubah posisi nounnya, neither the serving bowl nor the plates go on that shelf. Nah, in here we use go. Di sini kita pakai go because the plates-nya itu plural. The plates yang adalah noun yang terdekat dengan verb go. Rule number 5. Sometimes the subject is separated from the verb by such words as long with, as well as, besides, and not, etc. These words and phrases are not part of the subject. Kata-kata tersebut as long with, as well as, besides, not, itu bukan tidak terkait dengan subjeknya. Ignore them and use singular verb when the subject is singular. Jadi diabaikan saja kita akan menggunakan singular verb when the subject is singular. For example, the politician along with the newsman is expected shortly. Ini politician-nya singular, newsman-nya plural. Tapi kita yang menjadi subjek dari kalimat ini yang kita pilih adalah politician. The politician is expected shortly. Makanya digunakan verb is expected. Excitement as well as nervousness is the cause of her shaking. Okay, so in here also the subject only excitement. Subjeknya hanya excitement. Excitement is the cause of. Rule number 6. In sentences beginning with here or there, the true subject follows the verb. Ya, langsung saja true subject follows the verb. Jadi kalau subjeknya plural, langsung kita pakai verb yang plural. For example, there are 4 hurdles to jump. Hurdles ya plural. Okay, so we use are. There is a high hurdle to jump. Hurdle-nya singular. That's why we use is. Here are the keys. The keys plural. That's why we use are. Rule number 7. Use a singular verb with distances, periods of time, sums of money, etc. when considered as a unit. Okay, 3 miles is too far to walk. 3 miles ini dianggap sebagai singular subject. That's why we use is. $10 is a high price to pay. Ya. Similarly, $10 di sini dianggap sebagai singular subject, so we use it. Rule number 8. With words that indicate portion, for example, a lot, a majority, some, all, as given by rule 1 earlier in this section, is reversed, and we are guided by the noun after of. If the noun of after of is singular, use the singular verb. If it is plural, use a plural verb. For example, a lot of the pie has disappeared. Ya, karena pie termasuk. Oke, karena pie-nya di sini adalah satu pie. Ya, satu pie. Oke. Mungkin udah about 60% of the pie already eaten gitu. Jadi udah lebih dari separuh udah dimakan. Nah, how about the next one? A lot of the pies have disappeared. Nah, di sini pie-nya ada banyak. Mungkin there are 10 pies. Nah, 6 of the pies have disappeared. Okay, have. Okay, plural. Similarly, a third of the city. Sepertiga dari satu kota berarti pakai is. A third of the people. Sepertiga dari jumlah orang yang ada. For example, a third from 30 people ya berarti 10. That's why using plural are. Okay, now how about collective nouns? Nah, collective nouns, for example, group, jury, family, audience, population. The verb might be singular or plural depending on the writer's intent. Jadi kalau yang ini untuk family, jury, audience, population itu tergantung pada penekanan yang dimaksudkan oleh si penulis atau pembicaranya. All of my family has arrived. Ya, berarti ini maksudnya mereka sudah datang semua berbarengan. And then if you use all of my family have arrived. Nah, mereka itu datangnya satu persatu dan kemudian datangnya satu persatu dan kemudian baru berkumpul setelah for example at 10 o'clock, baru berkumpul pada jam 10. Yeah, that's why we can use has if it is they do it collectively, kalau mereka melakukannya secara bersamaan, or we can use as plural if they do the activities not collectively. Rule number 10. The word were replaces was in sentences that express a wish or are contrary to the fact. Nah, tapi untuk kasus pengandaian atau harapan yang contrary to the fact, yang berbeda dengan kenyataan, kita menggunakan were, walaupun bendanya singular, bukan menggunakan was. For example, if Joe were here, you would be sorry. Nah, seharusnya kan ini Joe menggunakan was, tapi karena dia adalah a wish that is contrary to the fact, karena berlawanan dari kenyataan, that's why we use were. If Joe were here, you'd be sorry. I wish it were Friday. It is a wishful statement, not a fact is being expressed. Therefore, we use were, makanya dipakai were. Yeah, which we usually think of as a plural verb is used with the singular it. Okay, so in here you have some practice. Maybe you have done it on your. Now we will go to parallel structure. Parallel structure means using the same pattern of words to show that two or more ideas have the same level of importance. This can happen at the word, phrase, or clause level. The usual way to join parallel structure is with the use of coordinating conjunctions such as and or. Jadi parallel structure adalah penggunaan pola yang sama untuk kata-kata yang menunjukkan satu atau dua ide lebih pada tingkat kepentingan yang sama. Ini bisa terjadi pada word, kata, phrase, frase, atau tingkat klausa. Biasanya digabungkan oleh coordinating conjunction seperti and atau or. It means that coordinate parts of a sentence such as items in a series or list have the same grammatical form. Items in a series must be all nouns, all verbs, or all participles, and so on. Nah, jadi yang dikoordinasikan di sini dalam suatu kalimat haruslah yang punya tingkatan gramatikal yang sama. Misalnya sama-sama noun, sama-sama verbs, atau sama-sama participle, dan seterusnya. Okay, let us see words and phrases level. Kita lihat di tingkat words and phrases. Okay, the first one we are going to see with the ing form atau yang gerund. Jadi ing form ini bukan sebagai verb ya, tapi sebagai gerund. Gerund itu adalah noun yang dibentuk dari verb ing. Okay, for example, Mary likes hiking, swimming, and bicycling. Jadi semua harus pakai verb ing, ya. You cannot say, nggak bisa bilang Mary likes to hike, swim, and riding a bicycle. Itu berarti berbeda, nggak paralel. Ya, one more time. Paralelnya bisa dengan with the ing form, Mary likes hiking, swimming, and bicycling. Atau paralelnya dengan menggunakan infinitive phrases. Mary likes to hike, to swim, and to ride a bicycle, ya. Jadi nggak bisa dicampur-campur yang ing dengan to atau yang main verb. Harus gerund with gerund, infinitive with infinitive. Do not mix form tuh, jangan dicampur. For example, Mary likes hiking, swimming, and to ride bicycle. Nah, we cannot do this. Ini salah ya, tidak paralel. The correct one is Mary likes hiking, swimming, and riding bicycle. Nah, that is the example of parallel. One more time. Do not mix form. Let us see about adverbs ya. So, don't mix adverb with adjective. Okay, and we will see here. The production manager was asked to write his report quickly, accurately, and in a detailed manner. Nah, di sini ada adverb quickly, ada adverb accurately, tapi kok ada adjective detailed. Nah, this is not correct. It should be adverb, adverb, and adverb. For example, the production manager was asked to write his report quickly, accurately, and thoroughly, ya. Jadi di sini pada kalimat yang ini paralel karena menggunakan adverb, adverb, dan adverb. One more time, do not mix form, jangan dicampur. For example, in here, verb. Okay. The teacher said that he was a poor student because he waited until the last minute to study for the exam, completed his lab problems in a careless manner, and his motivation was low. Jadi di sini kita lihat ini tidak paralel karena ada verb he waited, completed, tapi kok ada noun his motivation. Jadi di sini tidak paralel. So how to make it parallel? Gimana biar jadi paralel? The teacher said that he was a poor student because he waited until the last minute to study for the exam, completed his lab problems in a careless manner, and lacked motivation. Ya, jadi let's see how about clauses. A parallel structure that begins with clauses must keep on with clauses. Jadi parallel structure yang mulai dengan clauses juga harus diikuti dengan clauses. Changing to another pattern or changing the voice of the verb from active to passive or vice versa versa will break the parallelism. Nah, itu kalau sudah klausa yang pertama aktif, klausa berikutnya juga aktif. Kalau klausa yang pertama pasif, yang berikutnya juga pasif. Kalau diganti, ya jadi tidak paralel. Okay, let us see the example. The coach told the players that they should get a lot of sleep, that they should not eat too much and to do some warm-up exercise before the game. Nah, di awal klausanya pakai they should. Klausa berikutnya menggunakan they should. Tapi yang berikutnya kenapa nggak pakai they should ya? Jadi harusnya pakai they should juga. Let us see the parallel example. Kita lihat contoh paralel yang benar. The coach told the players that they should get a lot of sleep, that they should not eat too much, and that they should do some warm-up exercises before the game. Okay, now or we can also make it into, atau bisa dibuat seperti ini. The coach told the players that they should get a lot of sleep, not eat too much, and do some warm-up exercises before the game. Oke, kita lihat tadi yang contoh pertama itu yang paling atas itu salah, not parallel karena ada should, they should, tapi kok ada to infinitive. Harusnya should diikuti dengan should, atau should, kemudian berikutnya langsung kata kerja dasar nggak apa-apa, get, eat, and do. Tapi jangan to infinitive. Oke, the next one. The salesman expected that he would present his product at the meeting, that he would have time to show his slide presentation, and that question would be asked by prospective buyers. Nah, ini juga nggak paralel. Kenapa? Tadi karena ada he would present, ini aktif. He would have time, itu juga aktif. Tapi di klausa yang terakhir pasif, that question would be asked by prospective buyers. Jadi ini tidak paralel, karena nggak bisa kalau aktif, klausa aktif ikutin klausa aktif dan diakhiri dengan klausa pasif, itu tidak bisa. Klausa aktif harus diikuti dengan klausa aktif. The salesman expected that he would present his product at the meeting, that he would have time to show his slide presentation, and that prospective buyers would ask him question. Nah, itu kita lihat klausa pertama menggunakan aktif, that he would present. Klausa kedua juga aktif, that he would have time. Nah, klausa yang terakhir juga aktif, that prospective buyers would ask him question. Okay, and then we will see now, be sure to keep all the elements in a list in the same form. Okay, let us see example 1. It is not parallel. The dictionary can be used to find this: word meanings, pronunciation, correct spellings, and looking up irregular verb. Nah, ini kita udah ketemu noun, word meanings, pronunciation juga word meaning, noun, correct spellings juga noun. Tapi looking up irregular verbs ini harusnya nggak bisa pakai gerund, tapi langsung aja irregular verbs. The dictionary, ya, yang betul adalah the dictionary can be used to find this word meanings, pronunciation, correct spellings, and irregular verbs. Hopefully it will be beneficial. Please forgive me if there are some errors in this presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. That is all about subject-verb agreement and parallel sentence.